What's your Tyler's back? My Raw review for February 9th, 2026. It was what it was. I'm just gonna be honest with you. It was in the Rocket Arena in Cleveland, Ohio. They did mention this was the same city that they bought WCW. Don't even talk all that. But anyways, yeah, they did say they said there were the Monday Wars came to an end, and we all know about that. Anyways, CM Punk the World. I want to show this right now. CM Punk was walking uh, to the arena, and AJ Lee was there. Speaking of which, of the same AJ Lee, she is going to be on this character in WWE 2K26. So, yeah, that's interesting. Again, I don't want to spoil anything else because we don't know nothing about. We did know the showcase will be CM Punk heavy, where there's that. You know, it's kind of interesting about that. I think it's gonna be like the same thing as like in 2K25 last year, where you rewrite some matches, which is kind of interesting. But anyways, and when they show that, they show Becky, uh, being all pissed off to see AJ Lee there. Anyways, and also more news that Braun Breaker is going to be it's injured. Which how the fuck he got injured? Anyways, Becky Lynch does come out the Intercontinental. She angrily charged down the ring and all that. Said there's only so much disrespect that one woman can take. The crowd loudly boos at her and all that. She was going to overthrow the corrupted of the Royal Rumble, but she saw someone had come back, in the finish and AJ Lee and all that, and then she comes out. This set up a match between the two at Elimination Chamber for the title. Why Elimination Chamber? Oh, that's right, they're in Chicago. But this is not going to be the only encounter they're going to have a match at WrestleMania. I guarantee you that. Um, so you will know I said that. Anyways, then we get the World Tag Team title match. The Usos defeats Alpha Academy and Akira Tozawa and all this. This was shockingly a really good match. But the Usos were going to retain regardless, and yeah, they all show sportsmanship after the match. And then the Usos get interviewed. They said the World Tag Team Champions. They said they're on the road to WrestleMania. And so what's next for them? It says something else and said Jimmy needs Jay to qualify to win Elimination Chamber, and then Jay goes back to the main event, which I'm like, no thank you about that. Anyway, SmackDown will be on Sci-Fi because of the Olympics. I don't know why that. They show what happened last week where Punk and Roman had their confrontation last week. Then Liv comes out. And then Stanley Vakira comes out. I don't want to talk about what she said because all of that. I was just looking on Twitter about the 2K26 more information about that and all that, and then Stephanie chose Stephanie slaps Mysterio and then he walks off and all that. I thought whatever. There was a few heads about the Elimination Chamber qualifying matches. And we get that first of the two elimination qualifying matches. Rhea Ripley won this one. Why? Two out of five, I'll give it. Anyways, I'm not talking about this, but yeah, then my one now is the winner of the gets in the ring. He says the winner of the men's Royal Rumble match made his choice last week, and then Finn Balor storms into the ring and says he left CM Punk laying in the ring 2 weeks ago and all that, and Roman isn't going to that, and he says he wants Punk and the world title out of Elimination Chamber and all that. And then Bully Eagle says no about that, and Punk comes out, and I'm like, why? And Punk appears to tell him not to make him regret it. It'll be Punk versus Finn for the world title Elimination Chamber. And it's official. The crowd boos since it won't happen until Elimination Chamber. Like, that's a pay-per-view match. Punk looked at Michael Cole and asked him about all that, the 430 per day title run he had and all that. Then Madison Freeman had a nothing of a match. It's just ends in a double count out, and AJ Lee comes in and Becky attacks her. That's it. That's all it was. What was this? LNA just did a video package, talks about he will beat Austin Theory, and there's also in the match, so there's that. Then we get the tag team match. And I'm like, oh, Giovanni's had a mystery partner. Let me guess. It's going to be the other El Grande Americano. And yes, it was. They defeat the other Americaneries. Fuckeries. Whatever. I don't care. Then there was like, oh God, their interview so close. He said it's going to be in the for qualifiers. He better not fucking win, okay? No. Uh, hi. Anyways. And then, and then the main event was LNA defeating Penta and Austin Theory, yeah. Yeah, I kind of expected the last match, by the way. Other than the Giovanni was, it was just a basic ass match, a 2 out of 5 it was. This one, yeah, I'm thankfully it was not. Yeah, run-ins involved run-ins. There was a mask man again. It's Seth Rollins underneath the mask. I mean, who else would it be? Um, and I wanted he qualifies. He joins Randy Orton, and that's how Raw ended. So there's that. It was a fine main event. I give it a 2.5 out of 5. A C, I'll give it. I'll be generous to give it a C. Tomorrow will be Looney Tunes back in action, and Wednesday will be episode 100 and oh god, 114 of Showdown. Yeah, something like that before Shock Valley, which would be on Saturday and all that. And then Thursday, my second show, you can subscribe to the show on that one. You will see TNA against the Lost 2006. And there. Like this video, comment below, subscribe to this, share me on the Cage Bell, and there. Bye-bye.